Watch your phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'm about to throw a party. I just woke up in time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna Parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. If you lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winnings, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jacket Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, Championship, win them all. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'm about to throw a party. Mm-hmm. That's weird. Okay, cool.
And then this should be right. Can they hear me now? Hello. Oh yeah. All right, now we're live. Now we're back. Sorry, folks, little technical difficulties, but this is the Wanna Parlay Podcast. I'm Lantz Bell, and below me is ToneTheGoat. This show is, of course, brought to you by Wanna Parlay, home of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. On yesterday's Wanna Wednesday, we had some big wins. The 15X saw Monty 700 bring in 1,000 big ones on a 5X play. Congratulations, Monty. That's a big win. Wanna Legend Dialed Picks raked in $150 in that same contest. Had to give my boy Dialed Picks a shout out, as he is the winningest man in Wanna's history. The 30X had a big winner, BJ Carson, 72514, with a 2X. He doubled it on a 33.13 parlay. 8 picks. He brought home $950, folks. So be paying attention to the contest that end daily and the main event that obviously ends weekly. I scoped in on the main event. There wasn't anything big to mention. Leaderboard looks the same, or roughly the same. Obviously, some at the bottom that I just can't keep track of. But hey, we still love you, and you're still winning money, so you're just as important as the first place. Maybe not as, but you know what I'm saying. Before we get started, quick announcement. We will now be giving a $2 entry ticket to anyone that shows face on this podcast. And when you do so, you'll have an opportunity to give us a 2-man parlay. And if that parlay wins, you will earn $10 more in entry tickets. So make sure to take advantage of that, of what we offer you guys. On another announcement, we are considering moving the show to mornings. And by considering, we probably will be doing that. 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. And if that's the case, let us know in the chat what you think. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, give us a thumbs down, and we'll consider options. But if you don't give us any feedback, then we'll probably go ahead and do what we do. All right. Well, we got a great show for you guys today. We're expecting 2 guests, one Mad Raider, and Tone, help me with the other one.
JB Pippins.
JB Pippins. JB Pippins just won on Monday. I believe he won the 50X and came home with $750. And here's a question from KG in the chat. Lance, to answer your Discord question, it wasn't me. It was my buddy who was with me at the same game, or at the game one. He's getting his check presented to him tomorrow at the Sox-Cubs game on the field. Folks, you guys are going to see on the screen. I'm just bringing up the chat. Current jackpot, 70,000. The winner, 35,000. So that guy just came home with 35,000 big 35,000 big ones. That's insane. That's insane. Good for that guy. Tell him if he's feeling gracious that my Venmo's open, ready to receive. But let's keep going on with the show. Let's bring on JB Pippins as he's here in the waiting room. I'll repeat it. JB Pippins on the 50X on Monday night won $750 with an 8-leg parlay. We're waiting for him to turn on his camera.
$750. That's big bucks.
There he is, JB Pippins.
How are y'all doing?
We see you. It looks like you're holding your phone sideways, but we need. Can you unlock the screen to, flip?
That may be it. Yeah. Screen rotate may be unlocked. Yeah.
I think it is.
No worries. But yeah, a little background information. This was an 8-leg parlay, folks, and only points in the NBA were listed. It's great stuff, and we'll really dive into it. Now you're on mute, but yeah, if you can figure out how to unlock that screen rotation so we can get a good shot for our editor, because you're the man of the hour.
Did it work?
Nope.
Or is it still
Not yet. We're just seeing you like in the phone screen, but your face is sideways, so it's like,
Is this better?
Yeah. Like that's lined up, but it's vertical still.
Yeah.
It's still vertical.
So we just, if you can figure out how to unlock the screen rotation. I don't know what device.
That's an iPhone.
Yes, it has to be.
I think you swipe down top right and it'll have like the lock. I think that's how my shit.
I think
there he is. Yes, there he is. Awesome. Well, JB Pippins, first question I got for you. Where are you from?
I am from Hockley, Texas. So I'm like on the outskirts of Houston, Texas.
Okay. So right by Houston. Is it safe to say your teams are the Houston teams who you root for in sports?
The Rockets, yes, but if we're going football, it's going to be Detroit Lions, and if we're going like college football, Texas A&M.
Very nice. Texas A&M, go Aggies, and then the Detroit Lions. So how'd you get stuck with that?
Man, I've been rocking with them. I was a fan as a kid when they had Barry, and then we had all the years, and they drafted Joey Harrington, Charles Rogers, and the year they went 0-16, and just it's nice to see them winning because every time you were talking to somebody, a football fan, Detroit would be the butt of the joke, always.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's why I was a little confused. I was like, "You're down there in Texas, you got the Cowboys. I guess they're a disappointment now, and you got Houston who's looking up." And I'm like, "You got stuck with Detroit."
Detroit, man, to the fullest. I like the Texans now. Don't get me wrong; they'll probably be my second favorite NFL team, but it's Lions all the way, man.
Well, I respect the hell out of you because you haven't switched up. That's a team that I could imagine is easy to switch up on and leave them in the past. But you're a faithful fan. Loyalty is I respect that. I commend that. All right. So the next question: how'd you find Wanna?
Man, I was scrolling through TikTok and one of the ads that popped up on it. So I usually was using like Prize Picks and Chalkboard. Them were the only two that I was using. But with the Prize Picks, which it's okay, but a lot of their stuff, the stat lines are ridiculously high on some of it. And then it does the switching. So if I pick that the player's going to have 7 rebounds after I've selected the 6 or 7 people, and I get ready to put the money amount to submit it, it's already changed it. It's recalculated it. So I don't like that. So I tried y'all out, and it was pretty simple, man. Simple. The stat lines are realistic, and it was real smooth, man. No issues with it.
Awesome. I love to hear it. Yeah, Price Picks and those apps, they're sneaky. They like to change the lines and kind of, with what, other people in the public they already place bets, so then it changes for you. Yeah, no, we don't do any of that over here at Wanna, but I got to ask you, what's your favorite feature on that?
On y'all's app?
Yeah.
My favorite feature on the app is that like the team stats. So if I'm going to say who's going to score the most points in the first quarter, like I like that. Those are some of the things that Prize Picks doesn't have. And another thing that I like, I can pick that same player for more than one stat line. That's probably my favorite. You can't do that anywhere else. So
yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that's a great call out, and you're in Texas, so really it's only daily fantasy sports apps that offer like player props and stuff. But over here at Wanna, I mean, we give you the chance, spreads, money lines, all those things, even in the state of Texas. So I'm glad you're taking advantage of it. Have you told anyone about Wanna?
Yes, I just recently put my brother on it, so he did. He was on Prize Picks too, and I think last year, I want to say he won 19 grand. Like he won a lot. He won a whole lot. And after he won all of that, when I started winning on y'all's app, I was like, hey man, you need to switch up. Like this is a better move. He's like, really? I said, yeah. I know Prize Picks, you see the flashy people that they have, to endorse it, but this is a better app, man. Like this is what you need to do.
No, I love to hear that. That's awesome stuff. Yeah. And one of the biggest parts about Wanna is, you can make $2 into 2,000 in that main event. You never really dig the hole, and you can kind of, you have the opportunity to win thousands. Well, I got to ask you, and this is my last question. So we've been offering, just for showing your face on this podcast, we're going to give you $2 in entry tickets to give you a little free play just for showing up. We're also going to give you an opportunity to give us a two-man parlay for any games tonight. And if that two-man parlay hits, we'll give you $10 more in free play entry tickets. So I got to ask you, who do you like tonight?
Man, give me a second. Can I take?
Oh yeah, take your time. You yeah.
It'll only take me a second.
No worries.
Let's see.
So do you think the Rockets get KD? I'm just going to ask you a quick question while you're looking.
Man, I want them to go get Giannis, to be honest. I don't want KD. I want Giannis.
Okay. I like that. That's awesome. I mean, if Giannis, I think he said he wanted to stay east, but I also heard he wanted no income tax too. So I'm like, hey, Houston.
Right. One that I'm going to go with for tonight is I got Aaron Gordon over 16.5.
Gordon over 16.5. All right, book it.
And then the other one that I have, I'm going with Jokic on the rebounds over 13.
Over 13.5?
Yes, sir.
All right. Aaron Gordon over 16.5 points. Nikola Jokic over 13.5 rebounds. JB Pippins, we appreciate you coming on. Your two-man parlay slip is locked. We will... when you win, we'll put that free $10 into your account tonight. And hopefully we see you again in the winner's circle.
I'm sure you will, man.
Love it. All
right. Your dad's off real quick, JB, real quick. What on your just breaking down your slip, because on one you went crazy, but you said you liked the team like the first half, who will win, this, then the third. But on this particular slip you made all player props. And then you did all overs, but one under, which is very surgical. Like what came? Like what? Were you sure when you made this slip?
I was sure when I made it, and sometimes when you look at stat lines, and sometimes you got to go against the grain, man. Like I go with gut feelings because I can go look off their last 5 games. Typically, I don't do that. I go off the last 10, and then I just watch the stats, see who they're competing against, see how they played against each other early in the year, if they played in the regular season, and I go off of that. I know a lot of people only go off the last 5 games, but dig deeper, man. And then sometimes, like I said, go against the grain with the pick.
JB Pippins, we're gonna see you again shortly. Your dad, you sound like a winner. You sound like you know what you're doing, and I'm excited to see you again. Because I'm looking at your slip as well, and you got Jimmy Butler under 26.5, and I'm like, that's diabolical. He faded playoff Jimmy. That's awesome, man. We appreciate you coming on. We'll see you next time.
All right, God bless y'all, man.
Adios. There we go. What a legend. That's our guy. JB Pippins, 50X on a Monday night. 750 big ones. Count it. And what it was Aaron Gordon over 16.5 points. Nikola Jokic over 13.5 rebounds. There's another one. Oh, here's KG Lil Joe's. Every parlay, everyone should add. Every parlay, everyone should add Ohtani over half a hit. He's in one of those zones again. Over 1.5 total bases if you're feeling froggy because most of his hits are extra bases. So KG Lil Joe's is telling us slam Ohtani. Slam who I think is already the best player in MLB history. I mean, the guy is nuts, especially when you add that two-way factor. Yeah, I know. It could be Barry Bonds, but, we can have those arguments. But if Ohtani's pitching, he's the best of all time. Woo. All right, but let's keep moving forward. I'm about to get flamed in the chat probably for that. All right, accountability hour. Usually that's how we start every show, but we had a quick interview to hit. But let's hop into our accountability hour. I went 4-4. This is unfortunate because I went and looked at the scores and I thought I went 5-3, but the Phillies had a double header, so I got bamboozled. It's unfortunate. So 4-4. Phillies moneyline lost. And if I knew there was a doubleheader and I fucking paid attention, I would have never taken the bet. I'm just an idiot. I'm the bozo. Learn that, folks. Phillies moneyline loss. The Boston game over 207.5. That was a W. Derek White over 29.5 PRA. Well, that was a W because he had 34. Guys, nice. Derek White is nice. But over half a steal. That was a loss. He had 3 blocks, and I wanted to go with the over 2.5 steals plus blocks, but I was like, just play it. 1 steal, it's Derek White. He's a pest on defense. Well, there I go thinking again. That's a loss. Golden State Warriors plus 10.5. They lost by 11. Brutal. Another loss. Buddy Hield under 3.5 threes. What did I say? I said fade the shit out of Buddy Hield. In an elimination game, he ain't doing nothing. And he did nothing. He was 0 for 4 from 3. Naz Reid, over 1.5 threes, 0 for 2 from 3. We'll be seeing you. And then Ant, over 6.5 rebounds. That was a lock. Thank God. Keep it even, 50% or 500, whatever you want to call it. 4-4. Tone, go ahead.
50%. Nothing wrong. There was a few tough losses. I'll start with my guy, our referee. Still haven't sent me the link to the group chat, but Lonnie Lyle, he gave 4 picks yesterday, and then he went 1 for 4. He took the Knicks for the W that didn't hit, Braves W that didn't hit. Derek White, 19.5. He cleared that. Derek White had 30 plus. And Cat, that was tough. He had Cat over for 19.5, and Cat ended with 19. That's some punk ass shit right there. But yeah, Lonnie went 1 for 4, and over in mine, I didn't do too much better. I did 4 for 11. I had the Knicks W. I thought with no Tatum, the Knicks was going to clear it, and they got blew out. Shout out to Derek White. Wolves W, that cleared. Porzingis, 14.5 points. The bum got benched for the second half. I don't know what happened. He went 0 for 5 in the first half. So, I mean, I want to say he didn't even score a bucket. Porzingis, he turned into a real unicorn. Josh Hart, 11.5 points over. He cleared. Brunson Burner, 2.5 threes. He didn't clear. Peyton Pritchard, under 2.5 threes. He had 5. That didn't hit. Jaylen Brown, over 1.5 threes. That cleared. Al Horford, under 1.5 steals plus blocks. That cleared. And then Josh Hart, over 1.5 steals plus blocks. Didn't hit. Brunson, over 2.5 turnovers. Didn't hit. And Braves, my good old Braves, they lost by a point. So the W did not hit. Accountability.
Well, there it is. Not a great showing from the show, but hey, these days happen. Not every day can be a great day. I don't think Porzingis starts game 6. Well, yeah, the report is at halftime he couldn't breathe. He's been hit with this gnarly, weird sickness, like an infection or something. So, prayers up to him. But I also feel it. Fucking tell us on the betting line. It's brutal. And then in the third quarter, Luke Cornett, we'll get into the game, and this is basically where we're going to the next subject. So Celtics still have fight. Luke Cornett legacy games, like 5 or 6 blocks or something in the third quarter alone, 10-9. Derek White firing 7 threes. He's the first Celtic ever to have 6 threes in back-to-back playoff games. Jaylen Brown, 26, 8, and 12. Are we, is New York a little worried? Because think about it. They've had to make 2 20-point comebacks and a different comeback, catch the Celtics sleeping. I'm not saying the Celtics are a better team without Jason Tatum, but my God, with Tatum going down, this is inspired efforts. The Celtics look inspired. They're looking to back their guy up. So this is crazy stuff. Tone, talk to me. What are you thinking about this Celtics Knicks? You talk about all of it. I see you shaking your head. You got the smile on your face. Talk to me.
Oh man, 100 Knicks fans versus the Gorilla. I told you that's what we need to have. If we have any chance, imagine them losing this series. Those 100 Knicks fans will whoop that Gorilla's ass. I'm telling you. And then if the Knicks win the finals, those same 100 fans will whoop the Gorilla's ass. But I'll tell you this: I don't know I don't know what's going on. I didn't see this from far with a telescope. I did not. My fax machine did not send me this copy. I do not know what's going on. No Tatum, and what was it? Almost a 30-point win. Diabolical. But yeah, Cornett. 5 for 5. 5 for 5. First off, people. 9 rebounds. That right there. That right there for off. Wait a minute. That better be a once in the playoff time production right there, because if the Celtics can get that out of Luke Cornett, and I'm not questioning Derek White at all. Derek White and Halliburton both go together. They came up out of whatever basket I had them in. I would not the bald Derek White or the half hair Derek White. He's good with me now. Derek White has proved himself. He is one of the only people to have no hairline and perform the way that he performed. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Derek White. And then, Jaylen Brown. I've seen this movie before. I seen when Tatum don't be on the floor and Jaylen Brown it's like he get a battery in his back. He's like, Tatum ain't here. I can do what I gotta do now. Let me show him why I get the $200 million.
Oh, wait.
It's like Tatum be waiting on these moments. Not Tatum. Brown.
No, $300 million.
300 million. Correct myself. Oh man, that's a big blooper right there. 300 million. But it feels like Jaylen he be waiting on these moments and he be ready for these moments. So no, I'm not gonna count the Celtics out. They're still the reigning champions. You can't count out no champions like that, just respectfully. But if the Knicks let this slip between their fingers, Knicks fans, listen to me. You will go another 50 years with no ring.
50. Tone's calling out 50. I will say, if they lose this series, that will break. It might break the spirit of New York. I don't think there's anything. It might be, and this is a fucked up joke, but it might be a worse day than that holiday that happened 20 plus years ago. Hey, like, this will crush all of New York. The only reason I hope it happens, and I don't ever root for the Celtics. The only reason I hope it happens is so I could see Stephen A. Smith's face. I'd love to see Stephen A. Smith, Spike Lee, these motherfuckers, these diehard New York blue blood.
Oh man.
But regardless, this is cinema. This is why you love the playoffs. I mean, man, they just a storming victory in Game 5. Remember, Cornet had 7 blocks. What's up with that? In an NBA playoff game, you got 7 blocks. You want us to have a triple double? He was on triple double watch, folks. Here's KG Lojo. If the Knicks blow this series, Spike Lee will be on suicide watch on the side. I think it'd be worse than that.
Lance, I'll tell you, on Friday night, on tomorrow, on Friday night, these look like, think about this. Game 6 is really their Game 7. They get to play in the Garden, in Madison Square Garden, on a Friday night, and they're up right now. 1 is all it takes. And if anybody knows, like I know, they do not want to do a Game 7 over in that Garden. Tonight is the night, though. Everybody's going to be there. If they lose tonight.
Tomorrow night.
I mean, not tonight.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night. Oh, my gosh. Series might be over from there. I mean, seriously.
No
Tatum.
100%. I mean, the spirit, like the pressure. I mean, this is why it's hard to be a Knick. This is why it's hard to be a Laker. Shit, this is why it's hard to be like some of these blue, like the OG franchises. If you, like, all the pressure in the world's going to be on Friday night, Madison Square Garden. I mean, that's when the lights will be brightest. And if the Knicks fold and the Celtics force a Game 7 in Boston, I mean, it's giving me goosebumps right now, folks. That is, oh my God. Are you kidding me? It would be almost evil to the people of New York. Like, that's diabolical. That's, I don't even have the words. Oh, all right. You know what? Let's move on. Let's move forward, because I could talk about that for hours. Oh man. All right. So, to the other game that happened that night, Warriors Timberwolves. Woo! Julius Randle's a player, I guess. Folks, I didn't know this. I was unaware. I didn't realize Julius Randle was really a guy. You know what? Then that's on me. That's on me, because I'm blown away from what I'm seeing in these playoffs from Julius Randle. All the respect in the world to him. I'll give him all the flowers. He looks great. The Timberwolves roster looks great. Obviously, there was no Curry. I get all that, and we could dive into that. But I'm just saying, these guys look good. We'll see who comes out of the other side. But, I got to go on a little, Jimmy Butler. You've looked a little disappointing. They brought you in to be, I know, Robin to Curry, but we needed playoff Jimmy. And 17 points, I think the other night, was also in the teens. He had a 30-point performance, but we need more out of Jimmy Butler. If you were brought in to be that guy and you didn't show up, he was very disappointing. Very disappointing. What were your thoughts, Tone, and Warriors T-Wolves?
Yeah, I said it, when we went out in 5, Lakers went out in 5. My favorite from that point was the Timberwolves. I want the Timberwolves to win the finals, let's be clear. And, I know Lance ain't going to shed the light on him, so, I got to do my due diligence. But, Anthony Edwards is a dog. His plus minus last night was 20, the highest on his team. And he almost had a triple-double. I mean, after, still being, double teamed this, then the third. Now, I do feel like this is a cheap version of the Warriors right now. It's a layaway version. It's the Wolves should be doing what they're doing right now. But yeah, I agree with Lance. With Jimmy, looks a little frustrated. I will say that. I don't know, but I see a lot of lackluster performances outside of Jimmy. Like trying to think who else I can say is solid game in, game out on the Warriors. Maybe outside of Draymond. I mean, but we're not talking about offensive production. So, you know, that only goes so far on the scoreboard. But Jimmy's out there on the island. You know, you got these players show up here, that player show up there. Yeah. Kuminga's a nice piece, but I just think the Warriors got some reconstructing to do, man. I think they need to go back to the drawing board. Now, just to fast forward, I feel like this may be the year, and he's probably going to be one of the youngest to win a ring. I know Magic did it at 20, but I don't know. I think outside of Magic, Anthony Edwards might be the youngest to lead his team to a ring if he wins this year.
Oh, like
at 23.
Finals MVP, youngest. D Wade was a young one. In 2006.
I don't think it was earlier than 23, was it? You said which year?
His 2006 Finals MVP. I'm looking it up. Oh, he was 24.
Okay. Yeah. So I
keep going.
A chance to, you know, yeah. I mean, but Wolves is my favorite. You know, Wolves. They already cleared out the Warriors, and again, like I say, man, he has that checklist, man, and everything is going his way right now. On top of, I just feel like it's unfair to be running active commercials, and commercials are kind of like targeted at players and stuff like that. I feel like that's kind of unfair. I feel like that's an energy, you know, raveling up, you know, players, you know, but it is what it is. But he got a lot working for him right now. You know, I'm on his side. I'm on the bandwagon, you know. I'm not a bandwagoner. I've been there. He's an Atlanta boy for those who don't know. But yeah, Wolves. They man, I don't see OKC or the Nuggets taking the Wolves.
Wow. You don't think so? You think the Wolves are going to the chip, and you think the Wolves are winning the chip? Could be.
Yeah, definitely. If they're not getting the Celtics, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like it. The sea is parting. We'll see, especially because of this OKC. I mean, I think if the Nuggets make it, which they have to force a Game 7 and win Game 7, I think they have a good shot of beating Minnesota because they lost them in a playoff series last year, and then they had a better mismatch for Jokic because they had the 2 7-footers. Rather than, you know, because the one guy I'm thinking of right now that can match up with, you know, bump with Julius Randle, Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon can match that physicality, and that's what he's good at. So we'll see. And then obviously if it's OKC versus Minnesota, that'll be cinema. That'll just be a great series. That'll just be 2 deep rosters playing their asses off. I mean, young teams with little experience. Obviously, I guess the T-Wolves have more experience, but that'll be good to watch. But yeah, I got Lonnie Lyle and KG hating on Jimmy Butler in the chat. KG comes in and says, "That's the Jimmy Butler I know. Told you from the beginning. I know how this story ends." I don't think you predicted Curry getting hurt, so it's a little different. But I know what you're saying. I agree partially. Lonnie Lyle, Jimmy can never bring it home. That's an unfortunate narrative that's going to start wrapping around Jimmy. I mean, two NBA finals in 2020 and 2023. He was on that Sixers team when Kawhi hit that crazy buzzer beater. And now he's on this Warriors team, and, you know, there's been other times, but that's tough. It's a tough narrative on Jimmy Butler.
I think sometimes resumes affect people's real talent. I think that's the same thing with Kawhi Leonard. Like, his resume made people put him at a level that he's not, and now he looks kind of like he's not living up to his standards when really he's playing phenomenal ball. Same thing with Jimmy. Like, Jimmy should have never been in his best teams that he's thrived on. He's really never been. I've never looked at him as the man on a team. He's always like right there, like 1.3, 1.5, but he's not really like the one. I mean, especially he's never offensively. What's Jimmy Butler's biggest, most points in one game. I mean, he's not that offensive killer like that. You know what I'm saying? He might got a 40-pointer, might, but we living in an age, folks got a 60s and 70s.
No, I see where you're coming from, and that's facts. I always thought of Jimmy as a really, really good and sound two-way player. Like, he's very good offensively and is just as good defensively. I will say, though, some of y'all got to remember Bubble Jimmy. He was putting up some crazy numbers, even against the Lakers. I think he had a 40-point triple-double against the Lakers, doing everything he can. Obviously, he couldn't. But, no, I get what you're saying. I could see both ways. But overall, I mean, he hasn't won, and he's not gonna win. So it's it feels like it's wrapping up on his career. I mean, what is he, 35? It's looking like we're past we're on the day. Yeah, we've hit the peak. We're on the way down. KG Little Joe's Jimmy Butler is like the buddy who talks a good game with the girls, but someone else takes him home. All right. That's diabolical. We just call him Jimmy Butler a cuck now. I mean, yeah. I guess I see what you're saying. But that in my head popped up a completely different image. I'm like, but I see what you're saying. And, that's a good point. Jeremy Cantor, as a Wolves fan, I still need time to recover from the stress of last year's 7-game series with Denver. That one was gnarly. It was a gnarly, gnarly battle. And it will, if it happens again, it will be. But whoever you get out of that side, it's going to be a fight. Let's, you got it.
If Ant has any true revenge out for anyone, any team, we know who it's for. They don't want to see this Ant. They don't want to see the revenge, and that's what he's in right now. All of this is revenge mode, but the real revenge is the Nuggets. They don't want us. They do not want to meet them. No.
Damn. I mean, it'll be good stuff. And I really hope the Nuggets win tonight and force Game 7. That's what I hope for the most in this world. But we'll see. What are your thoughts on that game? I think Thunder are minus 5.5, so they're favored to close this out in Denver. What are your thoughts, Tone?
I tell you, Lance, I was looking at it, man, and I was trying to place my bets. I was like, I'm just gonna take the over or the under on the total points because it's up in the air for me, man. I mean, if I could choose who I would want to win just on what I want to see from an entertainment aspect, I would love to see a Game 7. I would love to see them duke it out in the Game 7. But I mean, the way the series has been, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just been a seesaw.
100%. This is a tough one to predict because, OKC has the ability any game, if they're hitting, like, belt to ass, they'll just run away. We watch them score almost 90 or maybe it was 90.5. And, that's diabolical. Like in a playoff game, like a meaningful playoff game, to be able to do that and have the ability to do that, that's crazy. But, if you let these Nuggets hang around and it's a slow game and it starts becoming, and they're at home in the elevation, that's the biggest advantage. I'm like, man, being a Denver guy, because the elevation plays such a factor. I mean, the legs are shot by the third quarter and things of that nature, while, the others are acclimated. So we'll see. My heart tells me Nuggets, but my brain's telling me, the OKC might just have too many players. Like we've said on the show before, they go 10 deep. That's tough. They got 2 7-footers to throw at Jokic and, get a hand in his face.
I'm hoping, Lance, that those flights really have affected those players. And for people that don't know, going to Colorado, Denver to be more specific, that is the only place in my entire life, and I've took a lot of flights. That's the only place I got off the plane and had to buy air. It's serious up there for people who have never been. It's a real deal thing. I'm telling y'all from firsthand experience. So I'm hoping that those flights then discombobulated them a little bit through the equilibrium off or whatever. But yeah, that's why a lot of people be messing up in Denver, y'all. Y'all don't understand that Mile High is different.
100%. Exactly. But it's a huge factor, whether people like to believe it or not. All right. That's our NBA talk. So let's go a little NFL, because I gotta shout this out. This is KG's home team. Reports just keep coming out about Caleb Williams trying to avoid the Bears and go to the Vikings last draft. Try to pull a little Eli Manning action or something. There's like a book or something that's come out, and he wanted to go play for McConnell. And I understand the Bears at that time with Uberflu or Uberfloss, whatever the hell his name was, not to, butcher it and disrespect him. Sorry. But it was dysfunctional and just a bad looking organization, franchise. I get it. But also, like, why are we letting things like this go into the media? It just feels like it's just weird. It's a distraction. I wanted to bring it up. I don't have much for it, other than it's just weird. What do we like? Why would you let this leak and be information to the public? Tone, you got any thoughts?
It sounds like a targeted move to me. It sounds like somebody's out to try to, take down Caleb or get him out of Chicago or something, because that's weird for that to be your QB1. That to be the guy that you're trying to put the franchise behind, and this information leaks out. The NFL and organizations like this are way too organized and way too that's weird. That has to be an inside job, if you ask me. Somebody trying to get him up out of Chicago. That's what I personally feel. I would love to see what KG thinks. And like the Bears to me is like Atlanta Falcons to everybody else. Like, I don't know nothing about the Bears news until it just out of nowhere comes to my doorstep. Don't nobody care about the Bears down here. They suck. Sorry, KG, I had to tell you that. But I would love to know what they think. That sounds like an inside job to me.
Yeah, no, KG Lojo says, I don't think this was from a legit source. Sounds to me like NFC teams are scared of us. Wow. I don't know about all that. That's like the LeBron meme when he's like y'all. I wanted to bring it up. I don't know. It's KG's team. It was a little weird. And then the NFL, the league is about to vote if they were going to allow players to participate in the 2028 Olympics flag football. I think it would be very lame if they vetoed it and didn't allow NFL players to represent Team USA in the 2028 flag football Olympics. What about you, Tone? We should let our NFL players play, right?
I don't see why. I would like to see a world where athletes could enter any contest, like compete. They don't have to automatically qualify for the Olympics, but the same thing that the other people do to qualify. If somebody wants to, if a receiver or a DB or somebody want to enter the 40 or the 100 meter, I would love to fucking see that. I would love to see, the fastest baseball player, or even if they just created a pool for athletes. We ain't never seen a baseball player, a basketball player, and a football player race. Who you think would be the fastest in that? That'd be a damn good thing to watch right there. Like the Olympics got to get deep in their bag. All that traditional old bullshit we tired of seeing. Who in charge of the Olympics? Who I need to call? Is it China? Is it Russia? The UK? Who in charge? Because they're boring shit. They need to be remixing that shit.
Holy shit. That's funny. Is it China? Is it Russia? I'm pretty sure Russia hasn't even been able to compete in the past few years because of all the shit going down. I know what you're saying. This is what I believe they should make the Pro Bowl. I believe the Pro Bowl is dead. No one wants to see flag football in the Pro Bowl, so let these players, compete in a 3-point shooting contest. The 100-meter dash. Tyreek, DK Metcalf, all these guys, line them up. And we've talked about this in the past. I think it was with Jack, but yeah, have it be like a skills competition, all that. KG Lojo's in the chat. I would not let my star player play flag football and get hurt and be out for a full year. Well, KG, I guess you just don't love the United States of America because this is the Olympics and I want to win gold medals and I want to be better than every other country. So I'm putting whoever the best is. If they want to go play, you go play. If you don't want to play, then don't play. But I'm not limiting them as the owner. Yeah, I know how valuable it is, but you know what's even more valuable? Pride for your country, the United States of A. Come on. All right, I just went on a little Patriot rant right there. But we'll keep going. NHL. Oilers won in OT last night. I was just watching the game right after the end of what game last night? Oh, after the end of Golden State versus Minnesota. I turned on Oilers versus Vegas Knights. Game was 0-0 all the way through, and it ended in OT. The Knights go home. It was a brutal goal to lose on. Just scrambling around. The puck was sitting still, and just a last little tap effort. James Morris in the chat. Travis Hunter will be the best flag football player of all time. That's, I don't even know who you could hold it against. So probably, you'd think. Celtics come back and beat the Knicks. Watch. Nuggets force game 7. Packers win the Super Bowl. All right, well, I know the Packers won. It's bullshit. But the rest of them, I like the bold takes. That's good stuff. We appreciate you coming in the chat. It's good. So like I said, back to KG's point, you wouldn't let Travis Hunter go play in the Olympics and represent Team USA and win us a gold? You'd want, someone else, someone not as good? I don't want to be that guy. But yeah, Packers win the Super Bowl. That's the funniest shit I've heard all day. And I pray Nuggets force game 7. That would be electric. All right. We've hit the time in the show. Heat check, Lantz vs. Tone. And let's bring on Lonnie Lyle, aka Eater Taco. James is drinking El Bandito. James is drinking El Bandito, which is tequila. He's pretty drunk. If he thinks Green Bay is winning the Super Bowl, only way Packers win the Super Bowl is in Madden. Oh, it's just the Bears-Packers rivalry. I'm going to love watching that in the chat. Here he is, Lonnie Lyle, a.k.a. Eater Taco. Go ahead. Tell us what we're debating. Explain the...
Hold on. Let me turn the light on. Oh, shit, I got the blue light on. I got kind of spicy last night. Let me turn it back white. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got kind of spicy last night. I think I had that blue light going. Hey, first of all, I want to throw a flag on Lantz already, off the rip. Lantz did not mention one of my comments in the comment section. And I find that kind of offensive. Yeah, no, don't fucking scroll up now. Don't scroll up now, Lantz.
But I did.
Let it go. I just said the fastest referee in the game is Ref Lonnie Lyle. You ain't say shit about it.
Because I'm not going to lie to my chat. All right, go ahead.
I was at the combine. Shit.
You was at the combine. You had the loudest whistle blow.
You know what, Lance? You gonna keep on getting me, motherfucker. Hey, y'all, this is a heat check, man, with Lantz and Tone the GOAT. I'm your referee for today, referee Lonnie Lyle, aka Eater Taco. And today's topic. Fuck, where the fuck I put it at? Okay. This time, like we gonna switch a little bit. It got basketball, but we're going to kind of left field with this one. So, all times from the 90s up until now, what basketball player had the best music career? We're going music because a lot of them do dabble into the music, as we all know. I think Tone called this one. I do have a quarter this time, guys. Little Caesars done with.
Can I ask a question before the coin flip?
Okay, what's up?
Is this purely who's the best NBA player who's the best musician, like who's the best rapper, if you will, or is it who's the best at both combined? Is it how are we doing? I just want to clarify.
I will say this: they have to be good at basketball. They have to be good. They can't be like don't get no time, but then got a #1 album. So they need to play basketball good and be good at music as well.
Okay, I see.
Tone look like he just crossed out something. Tone just crossed out something.
I think it's Tone's turn to do the coin flip or call it.
Tone,
And
before I forget any questions?
I'll state what I'll state after after the coin flip. It's cool. I'll take tails.
All right. And it's tails.
All right, cool. So I'll actually go second, but I do have something to say. Is it fair? Do you want me to mention some, and you can mention some, Lance? But I think we should just throw out some names because it's some that people could easily look over and forget when we're talking about rapper and basketball or music and basketball. So is it fair? I'll throw out some random ones. You throw out some random ones, just so we can have a good pool.
Yeah, you know a lot more than me. I don't know shit. All right. I got my guy, but
cool. So we had I know for sure we had Damian Lillard, we had Kobe Bryant, we had Allen Iverson, we had LeBron James for people that don't know. We had and LeBron's, I'm not gonna late, but LeBron's was ass. But we had LeBron James, we had Jello, we had Shaq. Go ahead, Lance.
No Jello. Jello's cut. He ain't no NBA player. He got like 2 minutes in the summer league. His ass is cut. Yeah. I don't mean to be a hater. I might be swerving in that corner wall or whatever. Go ahead, Lonnie.
Now I thought about Jello earlier. I said Jello is really going up with his music career right now, but I don't know if he qualified as an NBA player.
No. All right. So I'm going first.
Oh, okay. So do you have anybody that I forgot, Lance? And yes, Lonnie, and yes, Lance is going first.
Did you all know that Victor Oladipo was a singer?
Yeah, he has a beautiful voice.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He's an R&B guy.
That. Yeah, he is. And
and Gobert, he yodels. Gobert.
Gobert is butt cheeks. I'm not. He trust me. He ain't mine. You want to pick? You can pick Gobert, Tone.
Well, a lot of people don't know this, but JaVale McGee also. I think JaVale McGee actually produces also. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm not taking the Shaqtin' a Fool, like the Shaqtin' a Fool. So, Tone, you can take that one. All right, I'm going first. Here we go. Mine's Damian Lillard. I think he, combined with what I've listened to, and and I don't have a great taste in rap. I'm not going to come up here and say my opinion really means much when it comes to the rap game, especially if I'm sitting here with Tone the Goat. But I go Damian Lillard, and mine was because, both as a player, really goddamn good, and as a rapper, surprisingly also good. And his ability to do both while also consisting how good he was in the NBA. I know this season he got hurt and, didn't look as great, and he's kind of past his prime. But, give Damian Lillard his respect. I'm going to go through NBA accolades just to remind people. 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, career averages of like 25 and 25, 6, 7. This guy's ended people's playoff hopes, big game winners in the playoffs. We know from deep. We know the shot over Paul George. We know the one against the Rockets back in, I think it was 2014. One of the greats. We know who Damian Lillard is. But to go into his rapping career, I know a couple albums released. I think it was Big Dollar. And Don Dalla. I know the two Dallas. I'm not very well rehearsed in Damian Lillard's music career, but like when it comes to, I know he's done collabs with like Lil Wayne, Snoop. Those are legit guys. He's good lyricist, I think. He's not really out here doing just like flexing and doing the clout. Like he actually, raps about like his success, family, and things, cool, like loyalty. I don't know. He's not like a one-dimensional, just weird, like NBA guy just using, it's because he's in the NBA and that's why he's rapping and using the clout in that way. But that's about all I got. Go ahead, Tone.
Okay, Tone.
All right, man. Shout out to my boy Lance. I feel like it's already. I feel like I automatically have an advantage. You know what I'm saying? I am a successful rapper in my own, skin, and I've worked with a lot of people, so I feel like I have the edge on this one. And I feel like Lance gave it a hell of a swing. I feel like he gave it all he had on this one. Salute the Lance. But now we about to go to school with it, guys. Now we about to go to school with it, get your pens and papers. I'm about to make it fun for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Music and NBA 101, hosted by yours truly, Tone the Goat. Now, forget anybody else on that list. The greatest of the greatest of the greatest and the greatest that will ever be the greatest, and there will never be a person that will play NBA that will be greater than the next person that I'm talking about to ever do music. And I'll let you know more than one, more than two, multiple fun facts about this guy because people don't know this. And I love bringing this up because it is blasphemous to me. But I want to ask a question in the middle of my debate. Lonnie Lyle, who would you say is the greatest male singer or performer of all time?
Singer or performer?
Mm-hmm. Quick, make it quick. It's not that hard. Male performer, singer or performer, dancer, singer, dancer,
Michael
singer,
Jackson.
dancer, singer.
Male
Okay,
performer.
there you go, Lance. And
Who
would you say is the best? Who would you say the greatest rapper of all time, Lance? Just take a pick. Who?
Kanye
Greatest
West.
rapper of all time. Okay. Who's another one? Popular
Lil
favorites. Greatest rapper. Damn. Okay.
No one.
Old school then. Greatest rappers of all time. I'll help y'all out. All right. So
Drake.
forget that. And the names. I'll make it even more interesting. You guys named Wayne. That wasn't great as the ones I was talking about, unfortunately. And Kanye. That wasn't as great as the ones I'm talking about because he worked with those as well. So I didn't want. No, that's shrimp news. All right. The one guy on the list, the big guy, Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. He is, for one, the only NBA player in history to ever have a feature from Tupac and Biggie. Both. He has 2 features with Biggie. He has 1 with Tupac. And it doesn't stop there. He also has a feature with Michael Jackson. And to top it off on top of that, because I can go deeper and deeper and deeper. And to top it off, he has a feature with Jay-Z. And he's also still getting booked right now for 30 grand a show for being a DJ, for DJing music right now. When y'all see him get off of that show, when he be talking this, that, and third, sometimes he be hopping on the plane, he got to go DJ a party. Big Diesel, DJ Big Diesel. Now, a lot of these other people done rapped, but they ain't never sold. They ain't never sold no records. I hope you're doing some fact checking over there, London. Like you going to fact check Tone. Go look it up. Go fact check me. I'm telling you this off the top of my head. You know I'm in this industry. These are Michael Jackson, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. Come on, guys. I'll rest my case there. I don't feel like there's nothing else we can mention versus that. And then on-floor performance, he's damn sure better than Damian Lillard. So, I mean, it doesn't wait. Go ahead, London.
Okay, Lance, do you have a rebuttal or?
Yeah, I do have a rebuttal. So actually, I am a lot more fluent in the EDM playing field. So I know like DJs, and I've seen DJ Diesel. I've actually had the chance to go see him live. And he's as much as I love, Shaq, I've also seen him speak in person. I was about 10, 15 feet away from him sitting at a table. I've seen. He's a guy that you can't take your eyes off him. I mean, he's just a unit of a man. But you listen to Shaq. He ain't no good rapper. He's been sold. All this has been sold because of who he is. He's not the best rapper as an NBA player. Yes, I'm sorry. Or maybe this is like I said, I don't know rap like you guys know rap, but all I know is Shaq is trash. The one that went platinum or double platinum, it wasn't that good. It's all because of the hype of who Shaquille O'Neal is. People go to his DJ concert because they want to see a 7-foot freak of nature on stage. He's going around, and he's funny, but his music itself is not attractive. Like, if it was me up there, if I took over all his lyrics, all his DJ skills, and it was me doing it, no one would think it was good. But because of who Shaq is, Superman, and the hype around him, and all these things, I can't believe you went with Shaq here, Tone, because you're actually giving me a chance to win this debate. Because Shaq is not a great musical. No, stop it. Come on. All right, Tone, that's my rebuttal. You go ahead.
Tone, you got another rebuttal, Tone? You got a rebuttal for that?
Horrible.
Lance was up 1-1. Damn, shit. Lance, like, shit.
Hey, that's fine if you got
Well,
Well, I know you guys want Lance to win this, but damn it, you guys sound blasphemous. I know people are watching and listening. They are listening. Them little bars that Dame dropped again. He ain't sold no records, and if you don't like Shaq's music, that's good for you. But you got to go listen to Shaq shit. He got a lot of shit that he done damn snapped on. On top of, with all due respect to the greatest of the greats, the ones that are still here and the ones that are past, they don't give these features out just because of no. You got to still not a Dame. Lil ain't getting man, please. Wayne and did a feature because Jay-Z don't do just features. We know this. Pac wouldn't get name somebody got Pac features. Name somebody got Biggie features.
He wasn't
it's only a few
then.
Bone Thugs Harmony and it don't happen. It don't happen like that. When and you talking about to get on the track with these people, these the best of the best. You talking and if you go listen to the rap records, Shaq rap. Y'all don't know this Shaq. I'm telling you, I know y'all.
He cutting in and out for me. Is that you as well?
Talking about Jay-Z and Biggie, man.
It's cutting in and out.
He even get in the studio with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson don't let nobody get close to him like that. He ain't even let the.
Well, we can't hear you, Tone.
I don't know if it's the connection. KG Lil Joe's talking shit in the chat.
I see y'all now, but it.
Yeah, sorry, Tone. It was
my end, but I can hear y'all.
I don't know. Yeah, the connection was going in and out. But I hate to tell you to do it again, but
I heard Beats and Pieces. He said Michael Jackson don't let nobody get close to him. That's all I heard. That's all the fuck I heard. which is a known fact.
Y'all heard?
Yeah, that shit going in.
All right. Well, just the small. It's still going in and out.
Yeah, I don't know if you got bad connection or a bunch of people on your internet or what's going on, but it was struggling a little bit earlier in the show, but it wasn't bad, and kind of just let it go. But now it's really going bad. Just to read the chat real quick, just to clear up KG Lil Joe's. He said when he DJ'd here, talking about Shaq in Chicago, he had pyro explosions going off while he was DJing. I mean, that's every DJ show ever. I'm sorry, but I've been to many of them. That is not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to hate on Shaq, but I'm like, a lot of his hype is because he's just the 7'1" playful Shaq. Everyone loves Shaq. Like, Shaq is in movies. Shaq is in every commercials. He does because everyone loves Shaq. He's just universally loved. And I just don't believe, if Damian Lillard was alive or, the same age as Shaq, do I believe he could have gotten maybe not Michael Jackson, but
flag.
Maybe I'm getting a flag, but I'm taking the flag. And last but not least, I mean, KG Lojo says, I think you need to throw a flag on Lonnie for this topic. So I don't know. KG Lojo's hating on you.
KG. You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because KG drunk right now. So, is that all that you all have? Because I have a few fun facts for you all before I make my decision. And these are some things that you all may not know. Kobe Bryant sold 1.2 million his first week in album sales. Shaq's first album sold 1 million. His second album sold 1 million. His third album sold 12.5 million. And his last one sold 1 million. But guess who sold 41.72 million and took 50% of the money from those real copy sales? Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson sold 41.72 million. Like, now, if that's true or not, I don't know. It sounds crazy. I don't know anybody in the hood who ever had a Allen Iverson album. But if that's true, that's amazing work.
Now, Allen Iverson was a rapper. He used to go by Jules at one time. I used to listen to all Allen Iverson shit.
Not that. Like, I listened to it. Like, had the little chains on it and all that. I remember the album cover. Hey, I was
his but now Shaq did it the biggest.
I mean, I just don't believe. So, go ahead.
All right. Dame is a dope lyricist though. I ain't gonna lie. Dame Lillard is a great lyricist. The song with him and Wayne, I definitely fuck with it. Ain't nobody fucking with Shaq. Ain't nobody ever fucking with Shaq musically. On the floor, he was a menace. He was a beast. One of the most dominant we've ever seen in our life. You feel me? Shaq hands down gets this. Just for all his musical accolades, like I think he might be the first NBA player to go platinum. You feel me? Like I don't know if Dame ever went platinum or even gold. I don't even know. Not even sure. But yeah. So this heat check goes to Tone the GOAT. It is what 5-4 now.
Yeah.
The 5-4.
Hey, Lance messing with the service, so I wouldn't get this W.
What'd I do? Wait, what did I do?
You just won. You just won.
You
Tone.
just won. It ain't my fault you got Cricket Wireless. The fuck you doing, man? My final thoughts. I know I lost, so I'll take the flags. I'll take all of it. I'm taking the fucking glasses off. I'm looking at you straight in the face. You know damn well Shaq's skills as a rapper are mostly because of who he is. He's not, if Shaq wasn't the NBA player he was, if he was just, say me, just a 6 foot white dude. Just a 6 foot white dude. He would have never made it anywhere. It was because of who he was and how outspoken and fluently and everything time together. I bet Tupac and Biggie, I bet they asked Shaq to do it. Shaq didn't ask them because of how big he was. I'm just telling you. That's what it is. I've heard Shaq songs, and each time I'm like,
I'm gonna look you right back in the eyes, Lance, and tell you, Shaq can really rap. Shaq can really rap. Shaq just dropped some shit with I think Trader Truth or somebody. Like Shaq is still rapping his ass off at 50-something years old.
Like I said,
his lyrics, Lance.
Like I said from the beginning,
you hear me?
I don't know rap that well. I
No, whenever you take your glasses off, Lance, you get serious. Fuck that. You get serious to them glasses off. I fucking noticed that.
Lance, can you hear me though? Can you hear me, Lance?
Yeah.
Check this out. Hold on. Check this out. Enter the mind of a rhyme extraordinaire. Opposition crumbles under the wear and tear. I'm slamming MCs like Ric Flair, chilling in the city where it's sunny, but the mic I don't share. So I step to you like a stare. It's guaranteed to get hectic. Cause my style is electric, like a chair. Who want to test it? Just stop. Like, I mean, he writing these. That right there is right.
That's a good bar.
Bro.
That's a good bar. I know I'm not going to deny that, but I'm just saying Damian Lillard's a better lyricist and rapper than Shaq.
He don't even come close. I ain't even gonna lie. He don't even come close.
See, and you know what? I
don't
know.
That was a whole nother era anyway, though. Like Dame rap newer than what, but in that era, Shaq was right in the mix. Shaq was right in the mix with all of them. Method Man, he was kicking shit with all of them.
Okay.
You feel me?
Hey, you know what? Like I said, I don't know rap. I've only heard 30 seconds of a couple Shaq songs because I had to listen to make sure because I knew I was going Dame. I had to listen to some Shaq. I was like, all right, this looks like what I've seen him DJ. No. It's all, I thought it was all because of Shaq, but hey, I don't know ball when it comes to rap. But thank God this ain't a rap show. This is so next time we will, folks, try to keep it I guess better, maybe a different topic. I liked it. I thought I didn't think I had a chance, but I liked it. I gave it a shot. I got in there, gave it a couple slugs. But yeah, that was good stuff. Let's give out tonight's picks. And the series is 5-4. Tone is winning. So that means he wins the best of 9? Or was that what we were doing? Or are we just going to keep going?
Yeah, so the winner who won tonight, KG, have to actually cash up Tone $145. Isn't man. Don't sign Tone to go.
Lonnie have another KG. That's funny shit. So on the last one, best of 9, most important, we made it about rapping. So who really has the group chat, Tone? I don't want to hear no bullshit out of you.
Yeah, y'all start with that group chat shit. Y'all don't tell me shit. Both y'all get man. The fuck?
That's a lot of fun. Lonnie, start us off. You give us picks for tonight.
All right, y'all. Fuck. I'm really tired of giving picks at this point. They just keep on fading on me. So I got a 3-piece, no biscuit. I got Denver for the win. I got Jokic going over for 28.5 points, and I got Chet for 14.5 over on points.
Very nice.
Got my little 3-piece, no biscuit.
3-piece, no biscuit, folks. All right, I mean, I have a 4-man that I'm ready to give. Tony, you want to go or you want me to give it?
You go ahead, Lance. You got it.
Bet. And I just want to mention that our guy that joined the show earlier, let me make sure I don't. Yeah, JB Pippins, almost called him JD Pippins. JB Pippins gave us Aaron Gordon over 16.5 points, Nikola Jokic over 13.5 rebounds. That's his 2-man slip for the opportunity to win $10 in free play. And if you have any interest to join the show, show your face, get $2 free and a chance for $10 more in entry tickets. Let us know. Let us know in the chat or join the Discord or even shout at me in the main event chat. But mine, I got Jamal Murray over 2.5 3-pointers made. This is a do or die game. I think that, if they're going to have success, it's going to be because of Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. And this is actually an underdog line. I mean, it gives you good odds. So I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. Give me Jamal Murray. I've Chet under 9.5 rebounds. I think Hartenstein's going to get a lot of minutes as well. And they'll be banging around with Jokic. I think Chet just doesn't hit that number. Aaron Gordon. Over 6.5 rebounds. Like I said, this is going to be a lot of rebounding, probably a lot of bricks, honestly. But I like Aaron Gordon to hit that number. He's hit it a lot these playoffs, and he's physical down there. And someone's going to have to at least help Jokic a little bit. And last, I'm going to hockey. Give me the Dallas Stars money line. Ottinger's in net. Ottinger's a freak of nature. He's a beast. That's about all I know about the Dallas Stars. And, I know Winnipeg chokes in the playoffs. So those two things, I'm like, all right, give me Dallas. So there's my 4 pick. Wish me the best of luck. And Tone, finish it off.
For sure, ski. All right, tonight I got a smooth 6. I got a 6 for the hit. Starting off with Denver versus OKC. I'm taking the over total points. 216.5. I'm taking the over. Like I told y'all, I'm staying away from the W or the L. I just don't know. It's up in the air, but I am going to take the over on the total. So y'all trail me on that one. You will not regret it. Assist and rebounds for Jokic. I'm fading him. Fade the boy Jokic tonight. He going to be focused on them buckets. He ain't doing 22.5 assists and rebounds. I'm telling you. He's not fade that boy. That's one of my favorite fade lines. It hits a lot for me. Hop on that train. Chet Holmgren. Over 10.5 assists and rebounds. Trust me. Chet gonna get out there. He gonna be grabbing them things. He a tarantula / octopus. That boy, he spreads the flow. He gonna get them assists and rebounds now. Michael Porter Jr. over 6.5 assists and rebounds. This is a nice one right here. I'm telling you, take it.
I like that one.
Jokic. I think he walks away with 1 block tonight. Take the over on the 0.5 for blocks. And then over in baseball, Lance, you got to be with me on this one. LA Dodgers, they taking the W over the Oakland Athletics tonight. They're going to walk away with that W. That's my 6.
I like
it.
Sounds solid. That shit sounds solid.
Sounds good. I mean, I know that Athletics have honestly been shocking and right around 500, but Dodgers should take easily care of that. They should take out the trash with that one. Hey, chat, our Lonnie and Tone. KG in the chat says, I'll make Tone a deal. Send me your address and I'll send you some bottles of Little Joe's vodka and bourbon for your victory in Heat Check. So that's awesome stuff. Thank you, KG Little Joe's. That's hard. Because I know that was I know that was a full-blown joke when it came to Lonnie talking about the 145.
Shit. KG's a winner, man. That's more than what Lonnie offered. I've been dying to get some of that. I'm not lying. When Jack showed it to me that one episode, Lance, I've been dying since then. Shout out to KG. I'm happy about that. Seriously, I'm trying. When's the next debate, Lonnie? I need some more of that.
I don't know, but whenever that package land, call me because I want to try it too. You feel me? Like I definitely want to get me a little.
On the play. Go ahead, Lance.
Hey, and KG, you know, I hope KG, I hope I can find myself in the winner circle so I can, you know, dabble in some vodka. You can hold the bourbon. I don't do none of that. I'm a vodka. I'm a little. You know,
I'll take it.
Some call me a
I'll take
bitch.
it.
I call myself Lance. You know, it is what it is. I'm not the greatest drinker in the world, but hey, this was the Wanna Parlay Podcast, home of everything Wanna Parlay, the proud father of the $2 parlay, and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. Today was a great show. Thanks to how am I gonna do this again? JB Pippin. Thank you, JB Pippin, for coming on, talking about Wanna, doing the interview, and giving us 2 locks for tonight. Like I said, Aaron Gordon over 16.5 points and Nikola Jokic over 13.5 rebounds. Also, thank you to Lonnie Lyle, aka Eater Taco, for joining the show and refereeing. I know he was getting his freak on last night, a little Diddy party action up in his room. He had the blue light on, but he's doing all that. Thank you for coming on. And we'll be back at the same time Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Oh, wait, no, that's wrong. We'll be back Tuesday at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, celebrating more Wanna winners, updating you on the latest Wanna leaderboards, and talking about all things sports. Folks, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. KG says, Lonnie, I'll send you a new whistle. I'm fucking weak. Yes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
I am grateful. I'm not ungrateful. Thank you for that gesture. Thank you so much.
Oh, that is awesome. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. It helps us tremendously. We appreciate you guys showing up each time in the chat. KG, Jeremy Cantor's another. You guys, James Morris came in, gave his peace of mind. We love it. And even Lonnie. Lonnie had a little time there in the chat and blamed me for not reading them, even though I did. But it's all right. It's all right. All right. See you guys Tuesday. Till next time. Any last words?
Always, you know the slogan, man. If you want to parlay, download Wanna Parlay. Also, if you're trying to get on here, just DM me. Contact me any way you want. We want more faces on here. Me and Lance is trying to circulate this to the nation. See you to the next time.
All right, folks. Adios.
Phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, download Wanna Parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, download Wanna Parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'm about to throw a party.
I just woke up in time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna Parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. If you lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winners, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jacket Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, championship, win them all.